We're here this morning at Titanic Belfast for the Northern Ireland Chamber of Commerce Unleashing Business Growth Conference. Northern Ireland Chamber is really set up to help our members grow locally and internationally. So this conference is allowing our smaller businesses to hear how the bigger businesses have actually succeeded in export.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about growth, really, isn't it? I'm going to be talking about the growth of the company so far, but some of the things that occupy our minds in terms of growing it even further. Some of the key themes that sort of occupy our minds and some of the tactics in this ever-changing world. So a lot of it about change and managing change.
And tell me a little bit about just the background of the company from very small beginnings.
Yeah, it's over 100 years old. It was started by a guy in Manchester selling bicycles. It's been listed in the UK stock market since 1973, but has grown incredibly in the last 10 years in particular. So we're now the fourth biggest car group in the UK, turning over £3 billion. So yeah, it's become quite big.
And just, I mean, the challenges of modern technology, modern communications, modern marketing, just, I mean, how do companies tackle that?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the most important part of my presentation in terms of how we take the business from here. The internet has changed the world in every way, good or bad. It's having a profound effect on all forms of retailing, including car retailing. So that's the thing that really occupies our minds in terms of growing the business for the future.
Northern Ireland is an important market, but a small one. So by definition, if people want to expand their business, at some point they're going to need to look outside. And I think the key decision is just simply deciding to do that and choosing a location and making a start.
Essentially, I'll just be explaining that export is nothing to be frightened of, but there are many pitfalls. It's very, very important to have very solid plans, to work very hard, and to make sure you've got a business model that will sustain you for an extended period in export to many countries.
What I'll be saying today at the conference is how important exporting has been to Ulster Carpets. Over the period of the last 25 years, we have developed an export growth strategy. When I joined the company in the early 90s, we were basically starting off our development of export into the American market, and from then we have developed into different regions throughout Europe. We have developed into the French-German market and also into the Middle East, establishing satellite offices throughout Europe and into the Middle East more recently.
And I suppose the big issue that I feel is so important is that they concentrate on having good people around them, and also that they develop good customer relationships. I think that came out of the whole panel discussion. And the other thing is about having integrity in your business dealings, being ambitious, having the drive and the energy to keep going and to believe in yourself. And you will have hiccups, you will have problems in your business, and you just have to keep going and surmount those problems. And in the end, you will win if you do that.
Yeah, well, my name's Christopher Plant. I'm the CEO of the British Chamber of Commerce in the Slovak Republic, and we came over today to present the OBN network, the Overseas Business Network, and show how we can link together with Northern Ireland's Chamber of Commerce to make business much better, to give Northern Ireland's companies the opportunity to come in Central or Eastern Europe. So it's a global program. I represent Slovakia, but obviously as a region, we've got over 110 million potential customers. So it's a really exciting time for British and Northern Irish business indeed.